Hello there and welcome once again to a brand new episode of Colors of India. We begin this week's episode by taking a quick look at the main stories. Our lead this week is a glossy story. We then move on to Gaudiya Nritya and finally end it all up. Up next, the sensuous moves of Gaudiya Nritya. Welcome back. On Colors of India this week, we bring you an unseen crown jewel, an honest initiative that brings to the stage Bengal's Gaudiya Nritya.
Gaud was once a thriving dynasty ruled by the great Shashanka. But as the times changed, the kingdom lost many of its traditions in the middle of political turmoil. One of it was Gaudiya Nritya, the classical dance form of West Bengal. Unlike other forms, Gaudiya Nritya vanished quickly, devoid of patronage. But after 30 years of research by Mahua Mukherjee, the art has finally established. On an eve of Guru Purnima, her first batch of students treated the audience with this flavor of Bengal.
The very typical thing about Gaudiya Nritya is it resembles the characters of Bengalis. You see, they are very soft, kind of soft-hearted in nature, but when the independence struggle came in, it was the Bengali was the first martyr. So same with the dance form, it is together vigorous as well as graceful. Tandava and Lashya are equally blended over in here.
Gaudiya Nritya is a temple dance art done by the Devdasis. Following the similar pattern of a classical repertoire, the dance begins with a salutation to the Almighty, which is then followed by Durga Mangalacharan. Inspired from the Shakta cult of Bengal, here the power of the mighty goddess, her anger and motherly nurture are depicted.
The basic posture we use, we call it Vishak Sthanak. The way Kartika sits on Mayura. That is the posture, we call it Vishak Sthanak. Our hand movements, all these you'll see some roundish patterns. Just as the sculptures or the architectures of Bengal, if you go to the mandir temples, you will see that the architecture in the ground, it is square or block form, and as we go up it is roundish in pattern. So in Gauriya also we find that pattern. When we sit, the Vishak Sthanak is quite squarish, and the hand movements or the upper body movements we do, more or less those are roundish.
All these different ragas which we are already acquainted with, but the application is a bit different. That's what I have found. And also the language is in Sanskrit. Along with Sanskrit, the whole transition from Sanskrit to Bengali, the transitional languages, and then we have the modern day Bengali. So all these kinds of languages are used, and then the percussion part, you would find that khol, that is mridangam, is used mostly.
Gaudiya Nritya is dance where spiritual expression is primary. Its repertoire takes inspiration from our mythology, recreating the divine scenes. Like the piece on Putana Vadh, where the story of little Krishna cleverly killing the demon Putana is presented. The dance in all its flexibility is very dynamic and rounded, as it is a mixture of Chau and Shringar.
They have brought together all the aspects of our spiritual heritage, and the four dances that we saw on stage disciples of Dr. Mohua Mukherjee, presenting the Gaudiya Nritya format and bringing together all our elements of Matri Bhav and all our elements of Sri Krishna, Dasha which we have grown up with in such a beautiful manner. It was really a fulfilling experience. I really liked it.
Performing on the poetic Padavalis of great Padakartas like Jayadeva, Vidyapati and Kalidasa, they presented the Mahajanapada Nritya of Dashavatar. In this presentation, the 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu are metaphorically presented, symbolizing the evolution of mankind. With drama, poetry and dance, the newly developing Gaudiya Nritya is already a comprehensive classical art of India.